Good morning. It is April 12th, and we're going to do the Just for Today from NA. Okay. The big picture. All spiritual awakenings have some things in common. Common elements include an end to loneliness and a sense of direction in our lives. Some kind of spiritual experiences take place when we confront something larger than we are. We suspect that forces beyond our understanding are operating. We see a fleeting glimpse of the big picture and find humility in that moment. Our journey through the 12 steps will bring about a spiritual experience of the same nature, only more profound and lasting. We undergo a continual process of ego deflation, while at the same time we become more conscious of the larger perspective. Our view of the world expands to the point where we no longer possess an exaggerated sense of our own importance. Through our new awareness, we no longer feel isolated from the rest of the human race. We may not understand why the world is the way it is, or why people sometimes treat one another so savagely. But we do understand suffering, and in recovery, we can do our best to alleviate it. When our individual contribution is combined with others, we become an essential part of a grand design. We are connected at last. Just for today, I am but one person in the entire scheme of things. I humbly accept my place in the big picture. Yeah, I think that they really nailed that passage. An end to loneliness, isolation, leads to bad behaviors. And it's been nice that I've found new family in NA, that I've just continuing to reaffirm my relationships with my sister and people here at the sober house, and they nailed it right on the head. Like, if you are, what did they say here? If you are thinking of yourself as one person in the entire scheme of things, that sense of ego can kind of fade away, and you realize that you are but one piece in a larger tapestry, and so it's true, but it also makes me think of the butterfly effect, where one action from one person can create a ripple effect in waves that can affect others in ways that the first person never even maybe fully intended. And so that's why I try to live in a way that I just try to do good in the world. I try to be that effect. I try to pay it forward as much as I can, because you never know how far that ripple effect could go, and it could potentially come back around to even you as the individual. So and if it doesn't, then it's fine, because you've helped a lot of different people. It says something in here is, we understand, as addicts, we understand what pain is, and we understand loneliness and isolation well enough to know that it's not something that it's not something that we want. It's something that we sometimes get, and a lot of times we put ourselves in those positions, but it only if you think the tape through, if you let the tape play out, it just leads to more loneliness, more isolation, more guilt, Um, and so, yeah, being with others, being of service, I think is where we find our true uh, destiny. It doesn't even need to be in work. It can be in just um, relationships um, that you can manifest these kinds of things. So I think that's pretty much all I have for today. So I'll just read it again. Just for today, I am but one person in the entire scheme of things. I humbly accept my place in the big picture. All spiritual awakenings have some things in common. Common elements include an end to loneliness and a sense of direction. So an end to loneliness and a sense of direction. Um, and I think that is true. When you have an end to loneliness and a sense of direction, your spirit can start to wake up and you can start doing good in other people's lives. So that's all I have for today. Um, you have a happy Tuesday. Have a happy Tuesday, and I will talk to you later. Bye.